Morning all, good to be back with you. Right, I ain't done a photo shoot for a while, and a bonus, the sun's just come out. Seems young since in the road. Let's get on. Because I get my plot up, this is now my back garden, this is where my new plot is, so I'm utilising all the space I can get. So let's start from the bottom here. Right up that corner I've got a pear tree, column pear tree in a pot obviously. The pot is a raised bed, blackberry in that one is going up the top and then across the top. I'm still getting there at my sweet peas. Blueberry, flowers all the way up. We'll start on the arse end first. Originally I never did nothing down here because I got my allotment, but as I mentioned before I need space. Half baskets of strawberries up there. We had a good dollop off yesterday for some grub. Raised beds down here, these are ideal for my Gladies. Them have come through obviously. Once they come through, then it gets strawed with the rabbit bedding. The bonus is the rabbit muck, which you can see there. So that's a bonus because that's a feed. But the straw keeps the weeds down, keeps the moisture in and the warmth. As soon as they come through, which I'm starting coming through now, then I'll straw them as well. So these will be strawed this afternoon. Sweet peas on the back of them. We've got netting up the top there. These are scented. Every flower, if I can get it, is scented. Back garden. Obviously, it bloody smells better. But this one is superb. I don't know what the name on it is. But them is for show as well. Everything I do is for show. Fruit, veg, whatever. Right, these are my red raspberries. Then my golden at the end. And that bed there is for me exhibition peas, which I need for our show. I've got a blackberry in here. He's a corker. So I'm training him up to there, and he's going up that netting, and I'm going to put some more netting up the top of that, because that's nice and clear, nothing can obstruct that. So he'll be going that road, and then that blackberry's coming this way. So I've got space for another pot, so I'll put in there. So I'll build a trellis for him, meaning he, which is a tayberry, rubus, as you can see, is growing up the frame. So he will be away from this as well. So they won't clash with each other. So he's got room to go up there. So that's utilising that one. Right, patio area. Obviously, sit here in the morning and have a cuppa. And this is piddling down. But we got a nice view of this lot here. Love me Cannas, and I love me Alstromerias. Alstromeria, they will flower until the first frost. Exactly the same as Cannas. That's why I fell in love with these and all. That is the final pot a Canna will end up in. But because if we get the winds up here because we're on top of a hill, and the Cannas, I used to have 3 in front of that raised bed last year, but because I was in the plastic pots, the wind kept blowing them over. So them are up there for now, obviously, the bedding. So my Cannas I bought down here. 2 more heavy pots we've got to get. Here's alright, my lemon. The first Cannas I ever had was Durban off in Maid Sue. I love that one because of the foliage. If the sun's behind this, it brings out the colours. Same as all of them, superb. But this little chap here, Braziliensis, It's a corker. I don't know if that will stay in focus or not, but I love them. And he's in the small pot. Next size pot on will be that one. Them two are from Asda. But as you see, he will now be root bound, so he's got to be potted on. But when I do pot him on, I'm going to slice him in half and get 2 plants out of it. But I'll cover that when we go up the greenhouse. This one is Cleopatra. I love it. It's got to be the best one I've got, because once again I like me variegated leaf, which is superb. Plus look at the flower on him. Now I had this one last year, obviously flowered, but all I had last year was a red and the yellow, and 4 days ago he come out orange, so I've got 3 colours. Obviously the new flowers are coming out. There'll be another one there, he's going to open up, but you get new ones coming out. There's one at the bottom, but same as deadheading. Take all the old flowers off and he'll carry on growing. He'll go to seed eventually, that stem, but just break the stem off. But I'm busting. I've got another one there, that's a dwarf yellow, when he opens up. But there's some good ones. It's a Tropicana black, but he's busting leaf as well when the sun's behind that. Superb, love him. And he opened up a couple of days ago. So a good thing with pots, you can move them around the garden if you've got a gap. That's why I like these. While I'm on this one, similar to I mentioned the Alstromeria, once the frost gets them, obviously it takes the tops off and everything. And then I just top just some straw. When the frost jobs these will flower till the first frost as well. Just cut them off. I cut mine off the Stanley knife about 1 inch above soil level, and then these will go in the greenhouse. They've got to be frost free, but you don't water it again once you've chopped them. You stay dry. Keep frost free, then about March, April next year I start spurting like him, meaning I'm coming back into life. I'm telling you, pop me on, start me off again, and that's what you do. But you'll get them back every year. And when you do split them, that's where I got all these from. I started flogging them up, people didn't want them, which is common sense really, because there was no flowers on. Once I started flowering, well, I got rid of a few yesterday that was in flower, then people are having, because I can see what I'm getting, which is common sense, Aid. But there's some good ones about. Fig tree, another blueberry behind him. This is my best blueberry, some corkers on him. This fuchsia I had, I get a talk to Sutton Coldfield Fuchsia Society and Garden Guild a couple of months ago, and they give me this one, Put's Folly that's called. And I've chuffed a bit with him because I put him on the edge there, and obviously extra bit of colour hanging over. Chuffed with him. Go and replace this rose. It's gone past his sell by date. We kept him because it was from mother-in-law's, but he's had it, so you got to get a new one. This little chap is a self-setter. We used to get these on the sand dunes down in Stowe, down south, when we used to go to West Widow and have a ferret about. But they were nice yellow, nice bright yellow, so I'm leaving him in. Right, raised bed, top of the garden. Everything is scented. These roses I had last year, one in each corner, and these that smell beautiful, the scent off them. Same as everything else, keep deadheading, and obviously you get more flowers because they've got to reproduce. Trawling with my cannas. There's one there, two dwarf. It's a nice little flower and all. I start my cannas off from seed. I get the seed from, started getting it from Sylvain, mate in Canada, because he's got virus-free seed. Plus there's a mate in the UK as well. He's just finished, so he's going to be chopped soon. And obviously 2 more flowers coming on that one. These Gladies were left in from last year, I forgot those in. But this one, I'm going to bung him in a online Gladioli Society show tonight. He'll be putting on there, so a good timing for him. Nice little prim, little chap. Top dressed again. Keep the moisture in. Stop the squirrels burying the bloody nuts. So, decent sized garden really. Come to my tunnel, I've got 2 grapevines in there. They're buried outside so our mate upstairs can water it. And obviously they go underneath. And you can see through there with giant Cape gooseberry. Did well with him last year. Lime prop, black-eyed Susie from Lidl a couple of months ago. And he's going up nice. Sweet peas are going bloody loop this year on there and all. Them are dwarf, them are scented. Right, peach trees in pots. There were some cold nights and just knackered that one up. Bloody knackered everything up. July, still getting cold nights. Right, 4 fruit trees down there. And me gladiola. If you get a good gladdy, a good flower, take the babbies off the bottom, the cormlets. So these are last year's cormlets I planted. So they're doubled in size. They'll give me flowers next year. These are this year's cormlets, or last year's, sorry. But putting them in this year. So I mean, before you get a good one, you get a good gladdy, take the babbies off. And them lot are good in there. That was a pink ruffled gladdy. Didn't get the proper name of it. And there's a few prims going in at them. But just keep your own seed, it works. Right, raised beds, all raised beds. I think when you get old, meaning I'm not bending, I'm working from waist height. So this first bed, I've got my Gladies in, so my first sowing of Gladies was in this one. Second sowing was in these. These were I started off late for the mate. Gonna get them to her later on. That was my last sowing of Gladies in there. And this one, got my exhibition stump carrot. This is netted as well, that lifts up when I get in there. Let's just stop the squirrel and the cat's getting on. Pain in the arse. Fruit trees at the back. Another blackberry going along the wall. We've got gooseberries. Anything this early like goosegogs or red currants, black currants, anything this early, then I still utilise it. I shall still show it in the sense that I make jam out of it. So I'm still exhibited. 2 grapes at the top coming through. I thin them out, take any new shoots off. Just did a couple there. And this is the giant Cape gooseberry at the end. He loves it in there. Right, even with a door off, and I've got ventilation around the bottom, as you can see, scaffold and knitting all the way around. So I've got air ventilation, but it still gets hot. So I've got a solar panel there, and that's legging the fan round, helping out a bit more. But this is my second full year with fruit. There's peach trees on there. The peaches, of course, doing very well because I'm pretty green. But I was doing well. Come on, son. You ain't seen it for bloody yonks. Look at that, proper shadows. Good, Bennett. Right, let's have a perv in the greenhouse. Automatic vents opening up. Now the sun has come out. Pretty much them all open. So 2 sowings of exhibition peas. Them will be going out. 8 to memory, write it down. 19th of the 7th. These are blueberry, but they're pink. Called lemonade. I had 3 for a tenner. That was a bargain. So there'll be 1 for me, 1 for my son Aaron, and 1 for the bring and buy next year for our gardening club. Right, there's Cannas in here as well. This is a good one because mate in Canada, he uses open field pollinated because they're virus free, but they get crosses. And this was a new one last year. He was yellow with red freckles, superb, and the flowers just coming now. It's the same again, that one. 3 there are yet to flower, but then will be sliced again before they get potted on. That one was a babby I took off from the one, the Cleopatra down the bottom. So he's been in about 2 weeks. But I love him. So that thicken or even him. When I pot him on into the next pot, what I shall do, because he'll be pot bound, he'll come out whole. The soil ain't going to collapse or nothing. But once I have got him out, I get a serrated bread knife, and you got the rhizome on the bottom. That's where the shoots are coming from. I'm going to cut straight down the middle because you got the rhizome each side. Then I can split them up. Then got 2 plants. When I split them, I got a wound on the rhizome. So what I do, cotton bud, runny honey. Just squeeze it, then the runny bit will come to the top. And you just put runny honey on it and put that, and I seal the wound with that. I've been doing that a few years with my fruit trees, and it works. So I did it last year with the Cannas, and it worked with that as well. Because I can feel the heat now with that sun. Bougainvillea, love him. If we get the summer back, he'll be going outside, obviously, and most of this stuff. The Cannas any road. Right, let's go and have a perv. Compost. Right, all my bits in here first. These are all my ingredients for my compost. They're all natural, meaning they're all going to break down. Might as well go through them while I'm here. This is a wood burner ash. Obviously, it's untreated wood, so I know it's good crap. That's sand, any sort of sand. All these are natural products, meaning they're going to break down. That's seaweed. Mate got me that one back from Portland. Surprising, different seaweeds have got different brews in them. Like there's some of this pink stuff. That was from Charmouth and Lime Regis early on in the year. Muck. Goat muck, I think that one is. That was an alpaca or llama. That's beautiful stuff. The good thing about alpaca and llama, you can use it straight away. There's no strength in it. And with rabbit muck, hamster muck, use that straight away. Topsoil, best topsoil you can get, molehills. It's good soil if the mole's been in, because isn't it all the bloody worms. Wood chip, that's breaking down. This is spent hops from the brewery, beautiful stuff. All my fruit trees are topped just 12 months of the year with that. That's my leaf mould. Look at that, Boston. That was only collected a couple of weeks ago. I've let nature break it down for me. Instead of getting it end of the season when the leaves drop off. Let nature break it down for you first. Wood chip, obviously big lumps, I'm going to take them out. That's reaming, rock dust from reaming, basalt rock dust. Beautiful stuff. This is, I've mixed all the lumps of osmuck out of it, but this is what they use for bedding. I've got to go down and ask her what they use. It's a good brew anyway. Osmuck again, that's a mixture. That's my tea and spent coffee grounds mixed. All them different brews. Once I've chopped my kitchen and garden waste up in a strong bucket, edge shears, chop all that up. I've only got one bin now and that works. Because I ain't got much space, that's the only place I could put it. So them on slabs. The bin hasn't got to go into the soil, obviously. Mine, eh? Still works. It's got white plastic on. Because I don't want the worms to cook in the summer. So that repel the heat and light. Bear with me because I've only got one hand. Right, I've got 3 carpets in here. Well, carpet's more to get hold of now. Or this was an old towel. You see the worms have started jumping through that now. So in between these, 3 carpets in between that and that, that and that. If you keep these moist, you will get extra worms. So I just collect them up. Put my ingredients where I've just chopped in. And then knock the worms back into there. But some stuff was put in there 2 days ago. But you've only got to go down and into something, and I'm there. Don't forget, this is their food, and they will breed and multiply rapidly and go through it all. Because I've chopped everything up, the smaller you can get the ingredient, the quicker the breakdown process. And if you've got good compost or good soil, you will also get, I hope you can get them, with this too dark and up. You also get springtails. I better see them a bit better on there. Obviously loads of worms and worm eggs, but Boston stuff. Just keep it moist and they'll stay there. Worms have got to stay moist and breathe through the skin. If it starts drying out, same as a muck heap or anything, if it starts drying out, then they're going to clear off and go deeper, looking for moisture. Just look after them and they'll look after you. Crap, I think I put them, washed it on sideways then, so it might have gone, never mind. Been back upright again now. If you make compost, trial it as a growing medium. All my Cannas have my compost, 100%. It's good stuff, you're going to get a shock. The number of talks we get to gardening groups, at least half of them have got to have compost bins. And I say to them, have you ever tried your compost as a growing medium? If you're potting anything on, say you've got to go into a bigger pot or something, take all the worms out, put them back in there. If I'm using this as a top dressing on a raised bed, then the worms will stay in there because the worms do my digging. But if I'm going into a pot, I'll take the worms out, put them back here. So you just trial it as it is. No need to add anything, and you'll have a shock because it works. Because the crap I'm dishing out now, peat-free compost, it is crap and all. Well, if you've got the money and you pay for the best stuff. But trial it. Right, the lads said 2 years ago I need to do a book on composting, so I did. You can get it on Amazon, but it's all where's my back page? I wanted, because I had to go through Amazon, because I use them as a publisher. I couldn't afford to get it published. I wanted this on the back page, but they wouldn't put it in. This book contains no needless big words, no waffle, no confusing Latin names, No bullshit. They wouldn't let me put shit in it. Although I would have liked to have tried. But whatever I do, I trial and error with everything. I'm still learning now, even composting. But that's only 11 quid. Which is 12 quid on Amazon. Also I do talks to gardening clubs or whatever. I'm on YouTube and everything. I'm still 50 quid a talk. Composting obviously, really is within a month. Raised beds and no big cultivation. A year on the plot. And my new talk started this beginning of this year. Growing cannas in the UK for beginners. That's going down well. But losing gardening clubs, because gardening should have come on the school's national curriculum. I think it was 6-7 years ago, and it didn't. It come on with cooking. Cooking lasted up at our local school about 6 months, then health and safety stopped it. So we've lost 2 generations of gardeners. What a load. That's why gardening clubs are folding. There's nobody to take over from them. And road people, hope you've enjoyed that. And get the book. It's good reading, and you'll learn something. And I do blogs on Facebook every week or something, and you'll learn from my trials. Cheers, people. Ta-ra a bit.